I have some advice here, and I don't know why you have done what you've done or are doing what you're doing. I think we go through life and it writes on the slate of who we are. I think your childhood is written on the slate of who you are. I think people way underestimate the impact of neurologically and psychologically of these multiple deployments into war zones. It causes changes in the brain that can it can hijack the pleasure centers, it can hijack the impulse control centers, it can create PTSD. So I'm not offering that as an excuse for your conduct or behavior, but I'm telling you, if I were you, I would want to get a thorough investigation of where I was mentally, emotionally, neurologically, because you're doing things here that are pretty self-destructive for you and for your family, and you're not even very good at it. I mean, really, you're pretty transparent about it, so that means you're not having good forethought, good foresight. Your conduct is way below your intellect, which means there's probably impulse control and maturity issues because you're smarter than you're behaving, which tells me there's probably a neurological component involved here. As to you, can a relationship survive this? Absolutely it can. But that requires that both parties are fully transparent and fully acknowledge what they're doing. When James was caught, he lied. He denied what was happening with the first woman and the second woman. He has yet to own this. He's justified it versus being remorseful. He said, this is 100% due to you. He's shown a disregard for your emotional well-being and your physical well-being. Oh, you've had cancer twice, and had kids and all this. It's inconvenient.
I know.
Really?
It's sad.
I mean, that's a terrible lack of empathy. He's saying 1,000% it was her, bait and switch. You're in therapy. He's continuing to contact you, leave and go out of state. He gets on a dating site and continues to contact other women. So it's not like, well, hell, this has gotten to the point that I've lost my wife and kids. I need to sit down and take stock of myself. And that suggests narcissism and self-centeredness and arrogance. And the question that comes to my mind is, do you want all this pain now, or you want to spread it over the next 40 years? Because it's going to be one or the other if he doesn't do something serious to find out what's going on with him and intervene in what's going on with him. So you just decide, I'm going to deal with the pain now, or I'm going to suffer it for the next 10, 20, 30, or 40 years, because the best predictor of future behavior is relevant past behavior, and he has shown you who he is. And listen, every relationship you lose is not a loss. I mean, if you get a divorce, at least you're not the woman he's out there embarrassing. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.